Hey guys, so today I am going to be sharing what I'm reading and rereading right now, and it's quite a few books. It's 6, so if that gives you an idea of how many books I read at a time, it's a pretty good example. Also, I just finished Lilac Girls by, let me just actually check the author's name. I did enjoy it. I found that parts of it were kind of like hard to follow, even though the chapters were like separated by each character. But yeah, it was pretty good. It's by Martha Hall Kelly. So if you're into like historical fiction and reading about World War II, then I would recommend it. Another book from that genre that I was blown away by is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. So, if you're into that genre and it's not too heavy for you, then I would really recommend The Nightingale. So yeah, let's get into what I'm reading right now. So the first is a book that I got for my birthday, and it's Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, who has become quickly one of my favorite authors ever. She wrote The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I am obsessed with. She also wrote this book called One True Loves that I literally read in a day. It's so good. And she wrote Daisy Jones and the Six, which definitely is my least favorite book that I've read by her so far, but it was still really good. I was reading a library book, and that's why I haven't, I'm only 80 pages into this, but I've heard it's amazing, so I'm excited to, dive into this more today and, just become obsessed because I just love her writing so much. So I'm reading that, and then a book that I'm rereading the Harry Potter series, so I'm almost done Prisoner of Azkaban. And then I'm reading this. I have an online business, so I love, personal development books and stuff like that, and this kind of talks about, how we're always selling, even though we think that we might not. So that's a book that I'm reading, and I'm about halfway done. It's really good. And another personal development related book is this. I've been reading this for so long. I'm about halfway through, I guess. It's long because I have so many books on the go at one time. I haven't really finished this, but I've been reading a chapter or something a day. It's really great. It's like a classic. It's, New York Times bestseller. It's really good. So I really recommend it if you're if you're into personal development related books. And then the next one is They Call Me Number One. I'm actually reading this with my book club that I have in connection with my female empowerment page, You Look Empowered. We have really wanted to, the focus of our book club is to read books by minority groups, and after the news broke about the mass graves being found at Canadian residential schools, we wanted our next book to be about that. So I'm only a few pages in right now, but we have our first meeting tomorrow, so I'm going to read a couple chapters today, and so that's that. And then the last book, it's a Christmas book. So this is the last book in the Shopaholic series, which, when I'm looking for a book to read and I have no idea what I want to read, I reread the Shopaholic series, and this just happens to be the last book in the series. It's like my go-to series. I've probably reread the books probably 10 times in the past like couple years, because they're so easy and they're fun and they're hilarious, and her other books too. Sophie Kinsella, she's one of my favorite authors as well. You know, anything by her is amazing. So if you're looking for like a fun series to pick up, I definitely recommend the Shopaholic series. I think there's about, actually I can check, how many books are there in the series? Okay, so there's 9. But yeah, they're really fun. Especially the first 3 are like so good. So those are the books that I'm reading right now. I'd love to know if you've read any of these, if you're going to check out any of them, or let me know what you're reading right now, what you're loving, because I always am open to recommendations. So yeah, that's it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.